Hello dear watch freaks and welcome back to my channel, the Uhrenbox, aka the Watch Box. Today we're gonna compare the St. Martin 6105-8000 against the Seizenn 6105-8000. Both watches tried to homage the Seiko 6105-8000, but there is only one winner, which is really homaging the Seiko in its best form. Is it the more expensive one, or is it even the cheaper one? Let's get on the table and find out. Alright guys, so let's do this comparison. St. Martin against Merkur aka Seizenn. But I want to mention again, Seizenn is just another brand from Merkur, but it's the more price starting category, so it's the cheaper ones and not as good as Merkur. So the comparison is a little bit unfair, maybe you would think, but yeah, let's get on it. I just have the green one also here, but we will compare the black one against the MOP version from St. Martin. So both watches have almost the same looking case in format, but the St. Martin comes with 42 millimeters, where the Seizenn comes with 41 millimeters. So the main difference here is Seizenn tried and done better case size to fit the original Seiko. So they keep the case smaller, and 40 mil would be awesome, but 41 millimeter is really nice, and there you cannot give any points to one or other. If you are looking for a 100% homage, I think the Seizenn would be maybe better. The bezel inserts on both watches is stainless steel, of course. The finishing quality here is same almost. The bezel insert is almost on the same quality, but you will lose some time later on the Seizenn, the black color, I think. So you will hit anywhere or it will use up in the time. On the St. Martin that can't be happen because it's not printed, it's just the stainless steel, just the numbers and the indexes on the bezel are printed. So it will hold the time, I think, longer. But otherwise, the printing on both bezels are on same quality, but what I like more is the lume pip on the Seizenn. It's integrated in the bezel, so it doesn't pop out, and the one on the St. Martin is a real lume pip, but also that one, it doesn't look too much outside. So they are both on the safe side, but I prefer the Seizenn version because it looks much better, I think. Like I said, a point here or point there is not my style, but I tell you what I think and feel about those watches. The logo on the dial is definitely better on the St. Martin. It's a applied 3D logo under the 12. On the Seizenn it's just printed, so quality wise the St. Martin is there a little bit better, or a lot better. But we're speaking here from a watch which cost 180 euros, the St. Martin, and the Seizenn just around 80 euros. So you should not forget this. The dial itself is almost identical. The writing on the St. Martin is much bigger at the 6. Automatic water 200 meter resistant, automatic water 100 meter resistant. But I think on the San Martin it looks a little bit better, but the dial on the San Martin is also bigger because we have a chapter ring with the minute track. On the Seizenn we don't have a chapter ring with the minute track. The minute indexes are printed on the dial, so that makes a huge difference in the dial size. As you can see, the San Martin with his 42 millimeters, it looks much bigger, but in the end they have the same lux to lux size, and variability is, in my opinion, the same, but the Seizenn looks more to the original Seiko 6105-8000 because that one had also the dial with the minute track printed on it. Otherwise, the date window is on both watches very nice framed. The quality finish there is the same. The indexes are applied and filled with C3 Superluminova. You see on the San Martin it's more greenish. On the Seizenn it's more white. I don't really care, but in my opinion the Seizenn looks a little bit better with his white indexes to the black. It gives more contrast. On the other hand, you have on the San Martin a dial that is really nice. It's the mother of pearl dial. It's the MOP version. This looks just fantastic. This dial is awesome piece. On the Seizenn we have a Piona black dial. It's very legible, it's very well done, and it's absolutely deep black how it should be. So therefore also, I mean, sure, the MOP dial is more expensive. It looks so much better. But if you are looking for a really homage, so I think the Seizenn would be better. The San Martin has more premium material on the dial, but it's not really a knockoff or a homage. Not 100% homage, let me say it that way. The handset on both watches, yeah, I was very excited to see that Merkur or Seizenn put that cape style second hand on their watch. The quality of the handset, I would say, is the same quality, and the second hand on the Seizenn is a little bit smaller or more tiny, and on the San Martin you have a thicker second hand, as you can see. It's a preferring style. I like both watches, so I don't really care. The length of the hands is on both watches almost identical because the dial of the Seizenn is smaller, or the indexes are near to the handset, so the handset are all a little bit smaller. And on the San Martin, like I said, you have the chapter ring with the minute, so the hands are bigger or longer. The brushing on both watches, on the San Martin it's a little bit better, but not much. Yeah, you need to really have them in your hand to see the difference, and you should look really next to them. Let me try to get it. You can see the brushing on the San Martin here, and on the Seizenn it's a little bit finer, so it's not bad, or San Martin is not really better, but it's a little bit finer or more brushed as the Seizenn. The sides of the watches, let us look on the crown. As you can see, the San Martin has drilled locks, the Seizenn has not, and the Seiko, you guess, it doesn't have drilled locks, so the Seizenn goes really on the Seiko to be a really good homage. What you also see here, the polishing is on both watches very nice, but the crown on the San Martin is a little bit bigger, so it's also easier to operate the watch. Both crowns, the Seizenn is engraved and the San Martin is embossed with the shark logo. Both crowns look good, so I don't have any preference there, but if you wanna have a better operation, so sure, the San Martin gives you a better operation there. The bezel and the case, they have a really nice finishing. The finish on the Seizenn is a little bit glossier than the St. Martin. The St. Martin is more brushed bezel edges and the Seizenn is more polished. I don't have a preference there. They are both operating very good, and the grip on the St. Martin is a little bit better, I need to say. But I have gloves on my hands, so if you operate them with your naked hand, they are both the same there. So let's move on to the case back. The Seizenn, as you know, has all the specs engraved, and we have a pattern which looks like waves and a diver which is diving there. The St. Martin is more blank. It just has some specifications on it engraved, but not a shark logo or something. So my preference here is the Seizenn. It looks much better. But what I wanted to say here is, now you can see it. St. Martin has cutted the edges at the crown from the case, so you can operate the crown much better. So you have a bigger crown and you have that cut case where your fingers get better to the crown. So it's also a plus point. Seizenn didn't done that, but you can operate this watch also very good. The Seizenn comes with a stainless steel bracelet. Sure, it's not the best, but you guys know after my review, I do like it, and it tapers down. It doesn't have solid fitting end links, but a solid straight link, solid links, pressed clasp, but the clasp is also engraved with the logo. So for a vintage style watch, absolutely fair what they give us here. And the most comfortable waffle strap I have ever had is the St. Martin waffle strap on this watch. It's just great, but yeah, I need to say, a stainless steel bracelet, I prefer solid fitting end links. So as you see, both watches are very good, and comparing the pricing of St. Martin with 180 euros, I got it on sale, I think for around 140, 150 euros, and the Seizenn I got for 80 euros. So it's almost the double on the St. Martin. So in my opinion, if you ask me, yeah, both watches are worth their price, because a MOP dial is just more expensive as a blank Pioneer black dial. The bezel action is a little bit better on the St. Martin. Sure, it has to be, because it costs a double. On the other hand, you get on the Seizenn so much watch for your money for just 80 euros. NH35, the same specifications in the end, and it's more like his grandfather Seiko 6105 8000. Sure, the bracelet is not the best, but you can get a silicone strap for around 10 euros. A good one from fromSan. I don't know how to spell that name, but you can get that and it's not expensive. This one, like, you can check also the review separately to those watches, so you can get a better picture maybe on that. But like I said, I think both watches earns the money. The St. Martin could be a little bit cheaper, I think. 120 euro would be a good pricing, or 180, but then with a PD5000, that would be awesome. Yeah, if you ask me, get both watches, because both are really nice, and especially the green version of Seizenn with that white chapter ring is really great. It's a perfect summer watch, I think. Alright guys, I think that's it. If you have any questions to the watches, let me know in the comments and we can discuss what your preferences are here. Take care, stay healthy, your Karga.